That's right, folks. It's time for one of the greatest video games of all time. That's Wing Commander 4, The Price of Freedom. And I'm very, very, very excited about this playthrough. Doesn't that alone just get you excited? That Dolby surround sequence. Another shining example of how an FMV game can be actually quite good. It's a very justified sequel too. I'm gonna talk a lot about this game and the story and just everything about it as we play along. Oh, this game is so glorious. I think it came out around 95, 96. I was like in junior high. And this game just made my brain explode, as if Wing Commander 3 didn't do that already. And what could Wing Commander 4 possibly be about, you ask? You know, the Kilrathi are vanquished. There's not a lot of other known alien races in the galaxy. So one could only wonder. But I assure you, there is a real threat out there, and we're gonna have to deal with it. So let's watch this for a bit then, shall we? Going with the subtitles too, I hope you don't mind. Malcolm McDowell, so cool.
Let's do it.
Ghosts in the machine control, but I'm checking here. No, nada, nothing. You let your imagination run wild.
Crud.
What the hell? Control, Russo's off my scope, moving in.
Green 2, something is definitely out there.
Nothing. Russo? It can't be.
Green 2, respond. Green 3, are you under attack?
Sparks!
Green leader?
Russo!
Green 2?
You're all mine. Can't shake him, he's got lock.
That mysterious pilot is like, oh no.
Goodbye.
To unknown contacts, this is an unarmed Confederation medical transport evacuating civilian refugees. We will heave to and prepare to be boarded. You must break off your attack.
The border worlds take no prisoners.
Mayday! This is
Border worlds, eh?
Destination Beta 1. Border forces have destroyed our escort. Mayday! Mayday! This is an extreme emergency.
Lighting the flash pack.
Confederation transport Amadeus MOD SB-71 issuing Mayday! Wait! To be pulling back. To border forces, we appreciate your withdrawal.
So cool. The flash pack. We'll learn more about that later for sure.
Well, I'd call that a successful test. Let's go.
That was also cool. Deploying a mine and then frying it with your afterburners. This game's really well directed too. I love how we're twirling in the galaxy and it fades into the Senate. The music and everything works really great with it. The acting's not always the best. You know, they don't always get the best actors for these things, but there are good actors in this. You know, John Rhys Davies and Malcolm McDowell, Mark Hamill, Tom Wilson. I love all those guys. Jason Bernard, Captain Iceland, let's not forget about him.
The house will come to order.
And here's Paladin.
Your will shortly have an opportunity to voice your opinions of the recent horrific occurrences that have taken place near the border worlds. But before we do that, I thought it fit to invite the commander of the Strategic Readiness Agency to address the House, Admiral Tolwyn.
You can hear that classic Wing Commander theme there. It's great.
Thank you! Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen of the Great Confederation Assembly, as commander of the SRA, I'm charged with many duties. Foremost of these is the protection of the frontiers of our galaxy. Unfortunately, I stand before you today with very few answers.
What do you mean, few
The random
answers?
acts of violence taking place in the border world still remain a mystery.
It's renegade pirates, I tell you.
No, it's worse. The border world's militia is behind it.
Let me remind you that during the long war with the Kilrathi, the border worlds were a loyal ally.
And now they attack us!
Sit down. All of you.
Let us not allow lust for revenge to cloud our thinking. We mustn't forget who our friends are. However, we must also keep in mind that during the war, certain social and political changes were taking place along the frontier. Now, whether or not these changes relate to the senseless acts of terrorism remains to be seen. But see to it I will. I can promise you that.
Yes!
Admiral, you are aware that the increase in these incidents has raised the tension between us and the border worlds to a dangerous level. But before this august body commits itself to a grave and irrevocable action, I have asked the Admiral to investigate and report back to us in 2 weeks. Admiral,
2 weeks is a pretty short time when you think about it.
the blessing of this assembly,
But they don't seem happy
every
about it.
peace-loving person in the galaxy.
They haven't invented widescreen in the future yet, as you can see here.
In 2 weeks, we shall vote on war or peace.
But they still got beaded curtains. And there's our dramatic entry of Colonel Blair.
These next 2 weeks will tell if we have any hope of resolving the tensions that are growing at the very fringes of our society. Good evening. This has been the TCN Nightly News. I'm Barbara Myers.
So like the other Wing Commander games, we're gonna have choices to make throughout. I'm not gonna always follow the obviously good path. I don't want to be a dick when it's completely unnecessary, but I'm also gonna be kind of pragmatic when it comes to making tactical decisions.
Oh, give me a Hell's Kitchen.
Haven't served one of those since the war ended.
I want a Hell's Kitchen, whatever it is.
Spare the price of a drink for no vet.
You were a flyer?
Oh yeah, I flew up to TCS Liberty.
Help him out. Straighten him out.
See, here's an example where
Help him out.
there's no reason to be rude to this guy, really, so I'm just gonna help him out.
Oh.
Like, I'm talking about decisions I might make later that may actually
Yeah,
get
you
people
yourself
killed,
on
because I think it's the best thing to do in the end. But not just refusing to give a bum some change.
The price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
You said it, brother.
Things just ain't the same since the war ended. You got a lot of guys coming home and just not enough jobs to go around.
Yeah, well, we all make our own way.
You a vet?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hey, I've seen your picture before. Hold on. You.
Hey, wait, honey, what, honey,
I'm not waiting. Don't call me honey. These pigs are all the same.
Damn, baby.
I guess women out here on the edge of nowhere
can't appreciate a civilized man.
Sure they do. When they meet one.
Good to see you too, Colonel. Or should I say Farmer Blair. Glad you could fit me into your busy schedule.
It's a peaceful life.
I've always said you're either an earthworm or an eagle.
So what, you must have been flying since the last time
Since you got lucky on that bombing run on Kilra? Yeah, of course I'm still flying. What else is there? Beats tromping around in fertilizer.
Well, you know, Maniac, maybe tromping around in fertilizer is what I want to do.
You'll notice,
Maybe after
even though there's some rivalry going on here, these guys are actually on much friendlier terms than they were in Wing Commander 3.
Well, it sounds like you memorized that speech. Good for you.
Like, they still give each other crap, but it's not as hostile as it was in the last game.
Nothing more.
Anybody gonna stop this?
Not my problem. Maybe you should go over and tell him who's boss, Colonel War Hero.
Ain't my business.
Ain't my business.
This pisses me off.
Does piss me off, damn it.
This is the way you treat all your friends? You just remember you're not my friend. Oh, that's obvious. You're lucky I don't kill you right now.
Let him go.
I don't see where this is your concern, mister.
I'm prepared to make it my concern.
You're gonna wish you never met me.
Look at that knife. What kind of knife is that?
Personally, I can't wait until we meet again.
Look at that farmer behind him. He's ready to step in.
Of course, I would have backed you up if you tried anything. Oh, is he gone? Come on! Come on, pal!
So what was the important
Maniac.
matter you wanted to discuss?
So cowardly.
Colonel Christopher Blair, Confederation Space Force Reserves. It's my duty to inform you, you are being recalled to active military service.
Haven't you heard, Maniac? The war is over.
They sent me here to get you.
Who sent you?
Who indeed?
How should I know? Somebody high up. They don't tell majors everything, you know. And you'd think with all the years I put in of service, well, I'll never understand Confed command decisions anyway. I mean, why they put an aging earthworm back in the cockpit, why I'm not a colonel, you know, just because a guy gets lucky on one mission, happens to vanquish an enemy we've been fighting for eons.
When do we leave?
Leave. Oh, I arranged for a couple fighters. They're waiting in the port.
Let's go.
Let's go.
At least stop at home first, Blair, and pack and shut off your water. I wonder what he grows anyway.
Think you can remember how to get this baby off the ground? Huh? Oh, nice liftoff.
Pretty cool special effects there.
Been a few eons since you held a flight stick, huh, Colonel? Or did you find some sand princess to hold it for you back there? You don't have to answer that.
Maniac.
Oh, yeah, I know. But you can't say you haven't missed my sparkling repartee just a little.
What a delight.
We're scheduled to hop a shuttle at the
Let me
Orlando
make sure I got my
depot to make the
keyboard
jump
on.
to Seoul. Just to make it interesting, I got a surprise for you, Colonel. I know you've always wanted to take a shot at me, so here's your chance. Our gun's power generators have been temporarily altered to fire non.
I'm gonna sneak up on Maniac here.
Your
You'll see
HUD will
why.
show virtual damage on both ships. First one with 100% damage is the loser, so we can finally see who's better with a flight stick. What do you say?
Maybe I got too close.
You're on, pal.
I'm gonna say this right now. This is the hardest battle in the entire game, and I seldom win it because Maniac just never lays off the afterburners. And if I lay off him for just a bit, he'll get a good clear shot at me, because he's controlled by a computer and I'm a human with a brain. But I don't think you necessarily have to get to 100, you just have to have a higher score than him. So we took a cheap shot at him, because that's what you gotta do in order to survive. So we're just teaching Maniac another lesson here, because there are things as a wing commander he'll never understand. See, he never holds still. And I'm just leaning on my afterburners, and if I stop that for a second, he's gonna flip around and take a nice pot shot at me.
So you got lucky again. Just like that run on Kilrock. See you at the Orlando depot. Holy shit!
Oh, well, what's this? We got real enemies. Pirates! You're about to suck void, buddy. Our guns aren't ready to fire yet.
Break formation and open fire.
They're gonna wish they were never born. Woo, nice work, old timer. Let's head to Orlando. We got a shuttle
Great.
to catch.
Unknown. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh, he blew up our ride. Well, not our ride, but our rest stop.
You, Colonel Blair. It's just one of what will be many victories for the border worlds.
Look, and it's that same guy. Things are brewing, aren't they?
Son of a bitch! 3,000 people aboard that crate, and he just... Oh, and if that wasn't enough, we're in the middle of nowhere flying on fumes. Wait. Nav computers picked up Blue Point Station. Oh, I'm not sure we can make it, but we got no choice. Listen, downloading nav data to you. Nothing personal, Colonel, but so far I haven't much enjoyed this reunion.
Alright, so we get lucky and find another station out here called Blue Point.
Need clearance.
Welcome to Blue Point, gentlemen. You have clearance.
That couldn't have been a real actor. That had to be some sort of game program. And as always, I like to manually land. This little toy shuttle, that's cute. Alright, let's take a break here because that was quite a long intro, and I'm using a different recording method here, so I don't want to get carried away, but I'll see you guys all in a second. So